Welcome back, students. Today I am going to discuss joining of sentences in one shot for the students of West Bengal Board and the ICSE Board. If detailed information and discussion on the subject is necessary, you may go back to the lesson series from part 1 to part 10. Our present lesson is joining of sentences in one shot for the students of West Bengal Board and the ICSE Board. Okay, now go to the next page. Here you will get the instructions for joining given in the questions paper by West Bengal Board and the ICSE Board. See the instructions. Instructions for the joining of sentences in two boards. The West Bengal Board: join the sentences into a simple sentence or a complex sentence. And the ICSE Board is saying join the following sentences to make a complete sentence without using and, but, or so. Okay, students of West Bengal Board have to join the given sentences either into a simple sentence or into a complex sentence. As per instructions given in the question paper, compound sentences are not allowed here. Okay, but the ICSE students are free. They can join the sentences into a simple sentence or a complex sentence. They can even use the compound sentences on condition that the combined sentence must not have and, but, or so. They can use any one of the various methods, any one, whichever is easier for them. They need not bother about the categories of the sentence. They need not think if the combined sentence is a simple sentence or a complex sentence or a compound sentence. No, they are free from any botheration. Okay. However, they should learn all the ways and techniques of joining carefully and attentively. Okay. This lesson has 4 sections: section A, B, C and D. In section A, 6 important elements necessary to combine the given sentences into a simple sentence are discussed. In section B, the concept of clauses in English is discussed. In section C, how the given sentences can be combined into a complex sentence is discussed, and section D is exclusively for the ICSE students. Here a few important coordinate conjunctions and their uses in joining of sentences are discussed. You may watch the lessons little by little, one section after another. The timing of the sections is given in the description under the video. If you like, follow them. Okay. One important thing you have to remember: all the examples used here are parts of our lesson series on joining from part 1 to part 10. The part numbers are given by the side of the elements. If necessary, go to that part and watch for more discussion. Okay. Now section A. In this section, we'll see 2 or more simple sentences can be combined into a single simple sentence by using 6 important elements of grammar. And these are 6 important elements. These are a participle, and it is originally the part of the lesson part 1. If you want the detailed discussions, go to that part and watch. Participle number 2, noun in apposition, lesson part 2 originally. Number 3, a nominative absolute or absolute phrase, lesson part 3 originally. And number 4, an infinitive, lesson part 4 originally. And an adverb or adverbial phrase, lesson part 5 originally. And number 6, a preposition with a noun or a gerund, and lesson part 6 originally. Okay. Now see Two or more simple sentences can be combined into a single complete simple sentence by using a participle. Okay. So there is a question, what is a participle? A participle is the form of a non-finite verb which is used both as a verb and as an adjective. For this, it is called double parts of speech. But the participle is mainly used as an adjective. But there are three types of participles used in English, and they are present participle, past participle, present participle, past participle, and perfect participle. Present participle is made by adding ing to the base form of the verb. See, go plus ing, going, present participle. And past participle, you know, gone is the past participle. Okay, no need of any further explanation and discussion. And perfect participle. Perfect participle is having plus past participle of the verb. It is called perfect participle. So, going is the present participle, gone is the past participle, and having gone is the perfect participle. Okay, now see how a participle is used in combining two sentences into a single simple sentence. See the example. Example A. He will learn this. He will learn this one sentence and he will be earning that. Here, two sentences are given. Number one, he will learn this and he will be earning that. Out of these two sentences, one is looking like cause. This one, he will learn this, as if this is a cause, C-A-U-S-E, cause, and he will be earning that as if it is looking like an effect. If he does this work, he can do this like this. So this is the effect. We'll keep this part as it is and we'll write this and see, he will be earning that. I have written he will be earning that. Okay, write this part first. Okay, this part is written. Now go to the first sentence and see. Here the subject is he, here the subject is he. Okay, the subject is the same, so you have written he. So here he will be out. He is not necessary. This auxiliary verb will not be necessary because you cannot use two auxiliary verbs or two verbs in one single simple sentence. So it is out. So this part is left. Learn this. Now turn learn into a participle by adding ing to it. Then it will become learning, learning this, and add this learning this at the beginning of this part. So it is now a participle phrase. Learning this, he will be earning that. Learning this part is the participle phrase. It is working as a modifier. It is working as a modifier to this part. So this is your combined sentence. Learning this, he will be earning that. And this is participle, and the total thing is participle fetch. With this help, you can combine two given sentences into a single simple sentence if necessary. Next example. He looked at the train. The train was running. First check the given sentences. See the nature of the first sentence. He looked at the train. The train is the object of the first sentence. And see the second sentence. The train is running. This train is the subject of the second sentence. So the subject of the second sentence, the train, is the object of the first sentence. Okay. And the second sentence is written here to say how the train is. The answer is the train is running. And running, you know, is a present participle, run plus ing, present participle. And a participle is an adjective. So take running only and keep this. The train was out will be out. Noun, the function of these three words is over, and take this running, it is an adjective, use it just in front or before the noun train, and you will get your combined sentence. See, he looked at the train. First write, he looked at the train. He looked at the train. Okay, written. Now put running, the adjective running, participle adjective before train. See, running is put before train, and so the combined sentence is he looked at the running train. So running is the present participle. I just told you present participle, and see the present participle is used here in an active voice. Remember this. The present participle is found. A present participle is used in an active voice. Always remember this. Later you may use this piece of knowledge for your work. A present participle is found. A present participle is used in an active voice. Remember this. Next example. They broke the house. The house was burnt. The same type of example, same type of joining. See, the second subject of the second sentence, the house, is the object of the first sentence. Okay, the second sentence is written here to say how the house is. Here the house was, how is the house? The house was burnt. This is called past participle or participle adjective. So use this adjective, and no need of using these three words. The function of the use of these three words will be over as soon as burnt is taken out here. So burnt is an adjective, taken out, participle adjective. Okay, now we'll use this participle before the noun, the house, the burnt house. They broke the house. Which, what type of house? The burnt house. This is the place. So see this, they broke the burnt house, the burnt, a participle adjective. So your combined sentence is they broke the burnt house. In this context, I have written again here that present participle, I said just now, present participle is found and present participle is used in active voice like this. See, the train was running, active voice, and the past participle is found. See, the past participle is found here in the passive voice, and past participle is used in a passive voice. Remember this. This will be helpful for you. Okay, now go to the next element, the noun in apposition. It is originally the lesson part 2. If you want more discussions and detailed discussion, go to this part and watch. Noun in apposition. Now first see the example. With the help of these examples, your idea about noun in apposition will be clarified. See, Alexander was the king of Macedon. Here Alexander and the king of Macedon, these two, this is a noun phrase and this is a noun. They are equal. So in place of was, if you use this equal sign, it is also correct. That means Alexander is equal to the king of Macedon. The first sentence is saying the king of Macedon is equal to the Alexander. Actually Alexander himself was the king of Macedon. For this they are equal. Okay, and the next sentence, see, he invaded India. Who is he? He means, who is he? He means Alexander. He means the king of Macedon. For this I say Alexander is equal to the king of Macedon is equal to he. So as he is equal to Alexander, Alexander can be used in place of he, and the sentence will be Alexander, sentence will be like this, Alexander invaded India. See the sentence, Alexander invaded India. Okay, now another part is there, Alexander is equal to the king of Macedon, the king of Macedon. Okay, if so, the sentence is Alexander invaded India, like this. Alexander, I showed you just now, Alexander invaded India. This is the sentence, and the other part is there, the king of Macedon. Will use this the king of Macedon here in between Alexander and the predicate, and you will have your combined form. See, Alexander, comma, the king of Macedon, comma, invaded India. Okay, this is the structure. Now come to understand what a noun in apposition is. See, the king of Macedon is a noun. Noun means a noun phrase. So noun phrase is equal to a noun. So it is a noun and Alexander is a noun. These two nouns are set side by side. Here the second noun, here noun phrase, the second noun is being used here as an adjective of the first noun. The second noun is describing the first noun. So, okay, for this the second noun is called the noun in apposition of the first noun. This one is noun in apposition. This one is noun in apposition to the first noun Alexander. Okay. So here your combined sentence is Alexander, comma, the king of Macedon, comma, invaded India. Okay. Now go to the next example. Delhi was once the capital of India. It has regained the honor. See the nature of the sentences. Here Delhi and once the capital of India, they are equal. Delhi was once the capital of India. So this is Delhi and this is once the capital of India. And this it means Delhi, it means once the capital of India. So these three, Delhi is equal to the capital of India is equal to it. So in place of it, I will use Delhi first. So use this. See what happens. Delhi has Delhi has regained the honor. Okay, this is the sentence of God. Delhi has regained the honor. Okay, now come here. One element is still there, the capital of India. It is equal to Delhi. We'll put this part in between Delhi and the predicate of this sentence. Okay, this is the predicate of the sentence and this is the noun in between. Once the capital of India will be used. Now see, Delhi, comma, once the capital of India is put in between Delhi and the predicate. So once the capital of India has regained the honor. So Delhi, comma, once the capital of India has regained the honor is your combined sentence. Okay, and once the capital of India, this one is a noun, noun in apposition to the first noun Delhi. Here the second noun is working on an adjective of the first noun. The second noun is describing the first noun, but the second noun is called a noun in apposition to the first noun Delhi. Okay. Now the third element. Two or more simple sentences can be combined into a single simple sentence by using a nominative absolute. And it is originally part 3 of the lesson series joining of sentences for the students of West Bengal Board and ICSE Board. Okay, now come and see what is the nominative absolute. You can learn the nominative absolute with the help of the following examples. Okay, see the examples first, then your idea will be clarified. First example, my father was ill. I had to do everything myself. See this. Two sentences are there. First sentence is my father was ill. Second sentence is I had to do everything myself. Two sentences with two different subjects. Here the subject is my father. Here the subject is I. So two different subjects. How can two different subjects be put without any trouble in a sentence, in a simple sentence? We have to learn here and see two different predicates. Here it is was ill and here it is I had to do everything myself. So it is very difficult to put these two different subjects, two different predicates in a single simple sentence. So it is impossible. For this, come here and understand that my father was ill. This is like a cause. And I had to do everything myself. Why, how, and when my father was ill. So this is a fact. And you know, will keep the effect first. So write this past first. See, I had to do everything myself. Written, I had to do everything myself. Written, it is a simple sentence. A simple sentence, you know, is a sentence that has only one subject and one predicate. So it is a simple sentence. So now this part can't be added to this part as it is. So we'll turn this part into a phrase. How will you turn this part into a phrase? Come here to see the verb. Here the verb is be verb. If the verb is a be verb, use being. Here be, you know, be plus ing. Be is the original form of the base form of this verb was. So it is being. So the sentence is now a phrase. And what is the phrase? My father being ill. My father being ill. No was is here. So this is the phrase now. See the phrase, my father being ill. So this phrase is now used at the beginning of this long sentence as a modifier to the whole sentence. Okay, so my father being ill is a phrase and it is called an absolute phrase. Okay, and my father is the nominative noun. This one, the part of the absolute phrase, for this it is called absolute nominative. That means nominative as a part of the absolute phrase, absolute nominative. In short, it is called nominative absolute. So my father is a nominative absolute and total phrase is called an absolute phrase. And with the help of this absolute phrase, you can combine these two sentences into a single simple sentence. Okay, so your combined simple sentence is, my father being ill, I had to do everything myself. Your work is done. Understand? I think it is clear. Now see the next example. The sun set, we began our march. The second sentence is sounding like an effect. So keep the second sentence first in the combined form. See, we began our march. Is written, we began our march. Okay, now come to the first sentence. I told you the first sentence and the second sentence, they are different sentences. The subject of the first sentence and the subject of the second sentence are not the same. So you cannot put this sentence, the first sentence, here with the second sentence as it is, as there, because the combined sentence is going to be a simple sentence, and a simple sentence is a sentence that has only one subject and only one predicate. So to add this sentence to this part is not possible. It is possible if this sentence is turned into a phrase. How will you turn this sentence into a phrase? To turn this into a phrase, go to the verb and check if there is any be verb or not. Yes, there is no be verb. Here be verb was there, was. Here there is no be verb. If be verb is there, you have learned, then in place of this verb, being will be used, be plus ing. But if there is no be verb, in place of this, you will use having plus past participle of this verb. See, having plus past participle of the verb. If there is no be verb, use this structure, having plus past participle of the verb. So the phrase is, the sun having set. This is an absolute phrase. This is no longer a sentence. This is an absolute phrase. And the sun is the nominative, and this nominative is the part of the absolute phrase. For this, it is called an absolute nominative or nominative absolute. Okay, so with the help of this absolute phrase, this sentence can be added to the second sentence, and you will have your combined sentence as, the sun having set, we began our march. So if you get this type of sentences in your examination, you may use this part, you may use this element, nominative absolute, to join them. if necessary. Okay. Now see the next part, an infinitive. Two or more simple sentences can be combined into a single simple sentence by using an infinitive. What is an infinitive? An infinitive is a part of a non-finite verb. Non-finite verb. An infinitive is a part of a non-finite verb that is formed by adding to before the verb. Okay, so add one to before the verb, you will get an infinitive. Okay, structurally we have two infinitives in English. The first one is to plus present form of the verb. It is called present infinitive, to go. And next one is to plus perfect form of the verb, present perfect tense of the verb, to plus have gone. The second one is to plus present perfect tense of the verb, have gone. So to have gone is an instance of perfect infinitive. Okay, so you got two infinitives in English. Number one is present infinitive and number two is perfect infinitive. Structurally, infinitive is divided into a simple infinitive or present infinitive and a perfect infinitive. So to plus present perfect tense of the verb. Okay. Now, functionally, an infinitive is divided into two categories. Number one, it is a simple infinitive, simple or noun. Functionally, an infinitive is divided into two parts. First part is simple or noun infinitive, and second part is number two is called gerundial infinitive. Gerundial, gerundial or qualifying infinitive. Gerundial or qualifying infinitive. Functionally, we have two infinitives. First one is noun infinitive or simple infinitive, and second one is called gerundial infinitive or qualifying infinitive. The first infinitive, noun infinitive or simple infinitive. From the name you can understand the noun infinitive is used in a sentence as a noun. As a noun means as a subject, as an object, as a complement. And the second one, the gerundial infinitive, the qualifying infinitive, is used in a sentence as an adjective or as an adverb. Remember this. A noun infinitive is used as a subject, as an object, or as a complement in a sentence. And a gerundial infinitive or qualifying infinitive is used in a sentence as an adverb and as an adjective. Okay, adjective and adverb. This is gerundial infinitive. Okay, qualifying infinitive. Now come to the examples. With the help of the examples, you will have the clear concept of the infinitive and see the examples how two sentences can be combined into a simple sentence by using an infinitive. See the first example. He has a car. He wishes to sell it. He has a car. See the sentence. He is the subject. He is the subject. No problem. The same subject and same person is the subject of two sentences. No problem. So he has a car. The second sentence is used here to say what type of car. The answer is to sell. A car for sale, S-A-L-E, or a car to sell. This is a phrase. This is a phrase. This is a phrase. So what type of car? A car for sale, a car to sell. The same thing. So to sell is an infinitive and it is being used here as an adjective of this noun, the car. So use to sell just after this noun and you will get your combined sentence. See, he has a car. Okay, what type of car? He has a car to sell. To sell is an infinitive. Okay, qualifying the noun a car. That means working as an adjective of the noun a car. So your combined sentence is he has a car to sell. Next example, example 2. See, I went there. I went there. I wanted to help him. The subject, he is a subject. The same person is the subject of both the sentences. So there is no problem. I went there. I wanted to help him. I went there. Why? The second sentence is the answer to this question with why. I wanted to help him. See, to help him, this is an infinitive phrase, infinitive part. So I went there. Why? The answer is to help him. So take this part and add this to the first sentence and you will get your combined sentence. See here, I went there to help him. This part came here. I went there to help him. This is your combined sentence. Okay, very easy. Number 3, his misery is very great. His misery is very great. He cannot bear it. Check the given two sentences. See, the subject of the first sentence is his misery and the subject of the second sentence is he. Not the same thing is the subject of both the sentences. So again there is some trouble, some problem, because a simple sentence will have only one subject and only one predicate in it. So two subjects and two predicates cannot stay in a simple sentence. Okay, you must turn the other sentence into a phrase or an infinitive or something else to join them, to combine them. Okay, let's see how these two sentences are combined here. See, his misery is very great. Okay, keep this one first, right? His misery is. Okay, when you use his misery is very great, this type of sentence in a simple sentence very always becomes two. When you use this type of sentence in a combination of a long simple sentence, very becomes two. Okay, so he is too great. You got, he is too great. Okay, two means what? Two means one not is there. So the not of the second sentence is condensed into two. So not is out. Okay, so his misery is too great, and this is the end of the first sentence. And here comes the beginning of the second sentence, and see at the beginning of the second sentence subject is he, that is different. So we will put this subject just after great, after this word, as an object to a preposition, as an object to a preposition. Remember this, object to a preposition. It is an object, so he becomes him when it is an object, and this is a preposition. A suitable preposition is here for. So he became for him. So the sentence is his misery is too great for him. Okay, and this part bear, turn this part into an infinitive, to bear. So your combined sentence is his misery is too great for him to bear. Remember this part is very, very important. If you miss this part, the sentence will be wrong. The sentence, your combination will be wrong. The sentence will be wrong. Okay, so this is your combined sentence. Now see the next example. He is very weak. He is very weak. He cannot walk. He is the subject here. He is the subject here. So there is no problem. The same subject. So he is very weak. You know, when very is combined in a simple sentence, very will be two. So he is too weak now. And in two, this not is here combined. Not is condensed. Okay. So so he is too weak. So this part is out now. Not is out, he is out. And this part, turn this part into an infinitive and add this to this part. So the combined sentence is he is too weak to walk. This is an infinitive. So he is too weak to walk. Next one, you will go there. I expect you to do this. You will go there. I expect you to do this. See the subject, see the subject to different subjects. Okay, so this sentence is saying that I expect you. You means the subject of this sentence to do this. To do means, do is what? Do means going there. So use this sentence. I expect you. When you write up to this, you is also combined with I. Okay, so I expect you to do this. In place of to do this, use to go there, and you will get your combined sentence. See, I expect you to go there. This is your combined sentence. Remember this. This verb is very, very important, and this verb is always used in this syntax. So if you remember this, it will help you in the examination hall if you get this type of two sentences in your question for the combination. Okay, so your combined form is I expect you to go there. Okay, now come to the sixth example. I heard of your success. I am glad. See this, I am glad. Why you are glad? So it is an effect. So keep this, I am glad. I am glad. This part is kept, and now I have written here, I written. So come to this first sentence, I is out, and turn this verb into an infinitive. So heard will become to hear, an infinitive. So it is now to hear. So to hear of your success. Use this, to hear of your success after glad, and it will work as a modifier to the adjective glad, a qualifying infinitive, So your combined sentence is I am glad to hear of your success. I also request you in this context, remember this syntax, remember this structure. If you keep this structure in your memory, it will help you in the exam hall if you get this type of two sentences for your joining in the question paper. Okay, now go to the next part and see. Two or more simple sentences can be combined into a single simple sentence by using an adverb or adverbial phrase. It is originally part 5. If you want more discussion and detailed discussion, go to part 5 of the original lesson, joining of sentences for the students of West Bengal board and the ICSE board. Okay, now come here, an adverb or adverbial phrase. You know what an adverb is. An adverb is a part of a speech that indicates time, place, manner, cause, effect, condition, concession, comparison, purpose. Okay, so with the help of those words expressing time, place, manner, etc., we can combine two sentences into a single simple sentence. Now let's see. He reached the spot. Okay, and it was noon at the time. And see, the second sentence is written to give the time. So in place of it was noon at the time, if at noon is written, the function of the second sentence will be over. And write this phrase, this is an adverbial phrase expressing time. For this it is an adverbial phrase. Add this phrase to the first sentence and you will get your combined sentence. He reached the spot at noon. This is an adverbial phrase. So the second sentence is turned into an adverbial phrase this way. Okay, learn this. Next one, see, they were not present there. It was unfortunate. Okay, they were not present there. It was unfortunate. It means this fact, they were not present there. So we'll keep this, they were not present there, as it is, and we'll turn this part into an adverb or adverbial phrase. So check it. See, it was unfortunate. So unfortunate, we have got unfortunate. Unfortunate is an adjective. So if you add ly, it will become unfortunately an adverb, and use this unfortunately at the beginning of the first sentence and you will get your combined sentence. Unfortunately, they were not present there. Okay, now come to sixth element. Two or more simple sentences can be combined into a single simple sentence by using a preposition with a noun or a gerund. That means the syntax will be like this: a preposition will be there, a preposition plus a noun or a gerund. Okay, this is the structure: a preposition plus a noun or a gerund. You know what a noun is, but what is a gerund? Gerund is also very simple. A gerund is the ing form of the verb going, swimming, okay, ing form of the verb used as a noun. A gerund is the ing form of the verb used as a noun in a sentence. This is called a gerund. Okay, this swimming is a best exercise. See this, swimming is a good, right, good exercise. Swimming is a good exercise. Here swimming, see, ing form of the verb being used here as a subject of this verb is, so it's a noun, is working like a noun. For this it is called a gerund. Okay, so now come and see how you can use a gerund or a noun with a preposition to combine two sentences into a simple simple sentence. Okay, now the sentence: he was ill. See the sentence: he was ill, he was not able to go to school. This is the effect, and we always work first with the effect. So keep this, write this sentence first, keep this sentence first. He was not able to go to school. Why? To find out the answer, come to the first sentence. Here you see the subject is he, so he is written. Here the subject is he, so he is written. Okay, so he is out, and it is the finite verb here, it will be out. You can't use this here, so these two words are out. Now only ill is left. This is an adjective. Okay, he was ill, so use any ss with it and it will become illness. Illness is a noun, and for before it use one preposition, that is for. So for illness is a noun phrase. So your combined sentence will be: he was not able to go to school for illness. Preposition with a noun. He was not able to go to school for his illness or for illness. This is your combined sentence. Okay. Now go to the second example and see. He resigned his post. In this way, he avoided dismissal. In this way. In which way? This way. The way stated in the first sentence. Okay. So in this way, we'll write this part first. This is like an effect. So he avoided dismissal. I've written he avoided dismissal. Wait here. He avoided dismissal how? In this way. In which way? This way. So come here. So he is written here. He is written here. So he is out. So this is the verb. Okay. Turn this verb into a present participle. That is resign plus ing. Resign plus ing. It will be resigning. Now it is a present participle, ing form of the verb. So when this ing form of the verb is used with a preposition, it will, as a noun, it will become a gerund. So it is now a phrase, a gerundial phrase, resigning his post with a preposition by. He avoided dismissal by resigning his post. Preposition plus a gerund. He avoided dismissal by resigning his post. Okay, this is your combined sentence. Now section B, revision the concept of clauses in English. Clauses are very important in English language. These are used for writing long ornamental sentences in a composition. So clauses should be learned very carefully. If you want more details, go to part 7 and learn it well. Okay, now come to the point. What is a clause? What is a clause? This is a question. And to find out the answer to this question, to see, a clause is a group of words. A clause is a group of words with its own subject and predicate. A clause is a group of words with its own subject and its own predicate, but it forms a large part of a sentence. Okay, see, a group of words, own subject and predicate, and it forms a large part of a sentence. Okay, now see the example. He is my brother and you are my sister. This is a long sentence, and he is my brother is a group of words with its own subject. This is the subject of this group, and with its own predicate, he is my brother. Okay, so this is a group of words with its own subject and predicate. This is also another group of words with its own subject and its own predicate. Okay, but this group of word is not a sentence. Why it is not a sentence? Because a sentence is also a group of words with its own subject and predicate, but it gives a complete sense. But here this group has its own subject and its own predicate, but it cannot give a complete sense because it is a part of this long sentence. A part cannot give a whole sense. For this group of words with its own subject and predicates like a sentence is not a sentence. It is a part of a long sentence. For this is called a clause. Similarly, this is also a clause. Okay, these two clauses here are connected with the use of a coordinating conjunction and. For this, these two clauses are called coordinate clauses, and the sentence here is a compound sentence. Okay, the same sentence can be written this way also. He is my brother, you are my sister. See, here it is, he is my brother and you are my sister. The same thing is written in another way. He is my brother, whereas you are my sister. Okay, another one, see this type of coordinate clauses. He is ill, therefore he will not go to school. He will not go to school is a clause, and he is ill is a clause. And by the by, he is ill and he will not go to school. These are coordinate clauses, and this sentence, and this sentence are the examples of compound sentences. Okay. Now, clauses in English are divided into three categories. Number 1, principal clause. Number 2, subordinate clause. And number 3, coordinate clause. Okay, come and see what is a principal clause. What is a principal clause? The clause on which the subordinate clause depends in a sentence is a principal clause. The clause on which the subordinate clause depends in a sentence is a principal clause. And the subordinate clause, what is the subordinate clause? The clause that depends on the principal clause in a sentence for its meaning is a subordinate clause. Okay, the clause that depends is a subordinate clause, and the clause on which the subordinate clause depends is a principal clause. So in this context, you may think the principal clause is a table, whereas the subordinate clause is a ball. So the ball is on the table, the subordinate clause is on the principal clause. Okay, now see the example. I know that you are learning it. That you are learning it is a clause, but for the completion of the meaning of this part, it has to depend on this part, I know. Okay, for this is a subordinate clause or dependent clause, and this part, I know, is a principal clause, because on it the subordinate clause, this subordinate clause is depending for its meaning. For this is a subordinate clause. So the sentence is, I know that you are learning it is a long sentence, is a complex sentence consisting of two clauses. The first one is I know, the principal clause, and the second one is that you are learning is a subordinate clause. Okay. Now come to the coordinate clause. What is a coordinate clause? Clauses connected with a coordinating conjunction like and, but, or so. Like coordinating conjunction like and, but, or so are called coordinate clauses. They are not dependent on each other, just connected to form a long sentence. Okay, now see the examples. Number one, he is my brother and you are my sister. These are two clauses. They are just connected with each other with the use of the coordinating conjunction and here. For this, he is my brother and you are my sister. These two are called coordinate clauses. Another example, I am weak, nevertheless I will go there. Okay, this is a clause and this is a clause, but these two clauses are just connected with the coordinating conjunction. Nevertheless, for this is a coordinate clause, this is a coordinate clause. They are free, they are not dependent on each other. Number three, I am weak, yet still I will go there. I will go there and I am weak. These are two clauses, and these two clauses are not dependent on each other. They are free, they are just connected with the coordinating conjunction yet. For this, I am weak is a coordinate clause and I will go there is another coordinate clause. Number four, you are weak while or whereas your brother is strong. So your brother is strong and you are weak. These are two coordinate clauses connected by the coordinating conjunction while and whereas. All these sentences are the example of a compound sentence, and all these are the examples of coordinate clauses. Okay. Now classification of subordinate clauses. Now subordinate clauses are divided into three groups. Number one, noun clause. It walks like a noun. And number two, an adjective clause. It walks like an adjective. And number three, an adverb clause. It walks like an adverb. Okay. Now see a noun clause. What is a noun clause? A noun clause walks in a sentence like a noun as a subject, as a postponed subject, as an object of a verb, as an object of a preposition. You know all the things. Object of preposition, as a complement of a verb, as a complement of an adjective, and an apposition. And now see the examples. A noun clause walks in a sentence as a subject of a verb. See the example. That he is a good boy is known to all. Is known to all is a verb, and that he is a good boy is the subject to this verb. For this, it is a subordinate clause, a subordinate noun clause working here as a subject to the verb is known. Okay. Now number 2, a postponed subject of a verb. A noun clause is used as a postponed subject of a verb. So see the example. It is known to all that he is a good boy. It is the subject, the positional subject of the verb is known, but the actual subject is that he is a good boy, but this actual subject is removed from its place by this. For this it is called a postponed subject. So the clause is a subordinate clause used here as a postponed subject. So it is a subordinate noun clause working here as a postponed subject of the verb is known. Okay. Now number 3, a noun clause is used as an object of a verb. See the example. I know that he is a good boy. I know. Know is the verb. Question this verb with what, and you will get this part as the answer to the question. So I know that he is a good boy. That is a good boy is a subordinate clause working here as an object to the verb know. For this it is a subordinate clause but subordinate noun clause. A subordinate noun clause is used as an object of a preposition. See the example. Everything depends on. This is a preposition and the next part is the place of the object of the preposition. So everything depends on what he says. What he says is a subordinate clause, and this subordinate clause is used here as an object to the preposition on. For this it is a subordinate clause but subordinate noun clause used here as an object to the preposition on. Next one, noun clause is used in a sentence as a complement of a verb. See the example. The fact is. So give the stop here and see. The fact is means the sense of is remains incomplete, and this part that he is a good boy is coming forward to complete the sense of this verb. For this part is called the complement to the verb is. Okay, as this is a complement to the verb is, this is a subordinate clause and subordinate noun clause working here as a complement to the verb is. The fact is that he is a good boy. Next one, a noun clause is used in a sentence as a complement of an adjective. See the example. We are sure. Sure is an adjective. Give the stop here. I will see the sense of sure remains incomplete, and that he is a good boy. This part will complete the incomplete sense of the adjective sure. For this it is called a complement to the adjective sure. So for this, that he is a good boy is a subordinate clause, and working here as a complement, for it is a subordinate noun clause. Okay. Now a noun clause works in a sentence as an apposition to a noun. See the example. It is a fact. Fact is a noun. So what is the fact? This part that he is a good boy is giving the explanation of this noun. For this part is working like an adjective of the noun fact. For this it is called an apposition to the noun, an adjective to the noun. It is a clause. For this it is a noun clause. It is a subordinate noun clause. So it is a fact that he is a good boy. That is a good boy is a subordinate noun clause. Now come to the subordinate adjective clause. What is an adjective clause? The relative clause that defines or describes the antecedent is called an adjective clause. The relative clause that defines or describes the antecedent is called an adjective clause. Okay. See the example. The boy is the antecedent and it is the relative clause, and it begins with the relative pronoun who. So the boy is the antecedent. What is an antecedent? The antecedent is the noun or pronoun placed before the relative clause or adjective clause. This is the relative clause that works here like an adjective to describe the antecedent, to define the antecedent. For this it is an adjective clause. See here, a note is there, a restrictive relative clause. The relative clause that defines or describes its antecedent is called restrictive relative clause. It is restricted to that. It goes back to its antecedent. For this it is called restrictive relative clause. But if the relative clause goes away from the antecedent with some addition of information, then it will be called a continuative relative clause. If the relative clause goes back to its antecedent to describe it, it is a restrictive relative clause, and if the relative clause goes away from it with some addition of information, it is called continuative relative clause. And in case of restrictive relative clause, the clause will be an adjective clause and sentence will be a complex sentence. And in case of continuative relative clause, the clause will be a coordinate clause and sentence will be a compound sentence. Okay. Now subordinate adverb clause. The clause that indicates the following is called an adverb clause. What is an adverb clause then? The clause that indicates the following. Following means this: time, place, manner, cause, effect, condition, concession, comparison, purpose. See, the time, they dance. When it rains. When it rains indicates time. For this it is an adverb clause, subordinate adverb clause. Okay. A subordinate adverb clause indicates place. See the example: stay. Where you are standing now, where you are. So this is a subordinate clause indicating place. For this it is called a subordinate adverb clause. Next one, manner. See, he eats as if you are mad. This part is indicating the manner of eating. For this it is a subordinate clause, but subordinate adverb clause expressing the manner. Next one, a subordinate adverb clause indicates cause. See the example: he cannot go to school as he is ill. As he is a subordinate clause expressing a cause. For this it is called subordinate adverb clause. Okay. Now effect. See, he is so weak. The effect is that he cannot walk. That he cannot walk is a subordinate clause expressing the effect. For this it is called a subordinate adverb clause. Next one is condition. See the sentence: you will get it if you go there. If you go there is a subordinate clause and it is expressing condition. For this it is called a subordinate adverb clause. This is concession. See the example: he will go to school though he is ill. Okay, though he is ill. When he is ill, it is natural that he won't go to school, but here he is ill and he will go to school. For this is a contrast. It is a concession, a contradictory things. For this one is a subordinate clause expressing concession. For this is called a subordinate adverb clause. Next one is comparison. See the example: no other boy is so good as he. He means he is. This is a subordinate clause expressing comparison. You can understand clearly. For this it is a subordinate clause, but subordinate adverb clause expressing comparison. Next one, an adverb clause indicates the purpose in a sentence. See the example: he comes here so that he may get my help. So that he may get my help is a subordinate clause expressing the purpose. Why he is coming here? He is coming here so that he may get my help. A subordinate clause expressing the purpose. For this it is a subordinate adverb clause. Okay. Section C, complex sentences. Now here we will see how two or more simple sentences can be combined into a single complete sentence by using a noun clause, an adjective clause and an adverb clause. The first one is by using a noun clause. It is originally part 8 of the original lesson series on joining of sentences for the students of West Bengal Board and ICSE Board. Okay, a noun clause. You know a noun clause. A noun clause is a clause that works like a noun in a sentence. What are the works of a noun? A noun works in a sentence like a subject, like an object, or like a complement. Okay, now see the example. Then you can understand how a noun clause is used in combining two sentences. Okay, the example number here, A. He is a rich man. It is known to all. It is known to all. It. See, it is known is the verb, and here it is the subject. What is it? It is actually the idea of the first sentence. So in place of it, we'll use that he is a rich man. In place of it, we'll use the first sentence with the addition of a conjunction that. See, that he is a rich man. This is the place of it. This is the place of the subject. That he is a rich man. So this place is fulfilled. Now is known to all. Is known is the verb. Okay. So the combined sentence is that he is a rich man is known to all. Is known the verb, and that he is a rich man is a subordinate noun clause working here as a subject to the verb this. Okay. This is how a noun clause is used in combining two sentences into a single complex sentence. Okay. This sentence can be used this way also. Keep it as it is, right? It is known to all. See, it is known to all. The question is, what is known to all? I write down the first part, that he is a rich man. Write down this part here, and you will get your sentence. It is known to all that he is a rich man. Okay. It is the subject here, the positional subject, but the real subject is that he is a man. Okay. So your combined sentence is, it is known to all that he is a rich man. So if you get this type of two sentences, that he is a rich man, it is known to all. So you can combine them this way or this way. This is called a postponed subject because this is the actual subject, but it is removed from its place by this. For this it is called postponed subject. Postponed subject of the verb is known. Of the verb is known. Okay. Now example B. He has come. We know it. It. What is it? It is this, the fact in the first sentence. So in place of it, we will use this sentence with the addition of a conjunction like that. See, we know written, we have, okay, we know is written, and in this place we'll use that he has come. We know that he has come. This is a noun clause. Now if you get this type of two sentences in your exam, join them this way. We know that he has come. This is a noun clause, object to the verb this. Okay. If you can't remember whether it is a noun clause or not, this and that, but if you can join it perfectly, you will have a perfect score. So remember, if you get this type of two sentences, join them this way. We know that he has come. Okay. Now see this. He says something, everything depends on it. So this is one sentence and this is one sentence. See, everything depends on it. It is called an object to the preposition on. What is it? It is the fact stated in the first sentence. This is it. So in place of it, we will use this sentence. But before that, we will change a little here. When you get this type of sentence, he says something, change something to what. So it becomes what he says. It will go there as what he says. Now write, everything depends on, written. Now this one, what he says, what he says. So your combined form is everything depends on what he says. This is a noun clause and this is the preposition. So for this it is a prepositional object. Okay. Now the next example. The result is out. The result is out. There is a rumor about it. Rumor is a noun. What is the rumor about? About it. About it. What is it? About this. The result is out. So write this. There is a rumor. Okay, this is a noun. What is a rumor? This is a question. And this part is the answer to the question that the result is out. This is a noun clause used here as an apposition to the noun rumor. Anyway, your combined sentence is there is a rumor that the result is out. Okay, so combine this type of sentences this way. There is a rumor that the result is out. Okay, now the next example, this. He is a student. The fact is this. What is this? Think this way. What is this? This means that he is a student. So in place of this, use the first sentence and see what combination you get. The fact is. Now the place is the place of this. In place of this, we'll use this. The fact is that he is a student. Okay, the fact is that he is a student. That he is a student, noun clause, and this is the verb, so it is a complement to this verb. Okay, so if you get this type of two sentences, combine these sentences this way. Combine the sentences this way. The fact is that he is a student. Next one, this one. He will come back. We are sure of it. We are sure of it. Sure is an adjective. Sure of what? That he will come back. So write this. We are sure. This is an adjective, and that he will come back. This is, so if you stop here, give the stop here. We are sure. The sentence will remain incomplete, and this part that he will come is making the sentence complete. Sense of the adjective sure. For this is called complement to the adjective sure. Anyway, your combined form is we are sure that he will come back. Okay, we are sure that he will come back. Okay, now see, two or more simple sentences can be combined into a complex sentence by using an adjective clause. This is originally part 9 of the lesson series, joining of sentences for the students of West Bengal Board and the ICSE Board. If you want some more information, some more discussion, go here, okay, and watch it. An adjective clause. It is a very easy part. What is an adjective clause? An adjective clause is a relative clause that defines its antecedent, that works like an adjective to describe the antecedent. This is called antecedent. What is an antecedent? An antecedent is a noun or pronoun that is placed before the relative clause or before the adjective clause. This is the adjective clause, and this is the noun and pronoun being used before this. For this it is called antecedent. Noun or pronoun before it. Antecedent means. Okay, so an adjective clause is the relative clause. This is relative pronoun. An adjective clause is the relative clause that works like an adjective to describe its antecedent, to define its antecedent. This is the definition of an adjective clause. Okay, now see how these two sentences are combined here. The boy said this. I know him. Him means the boy. I know the boy. I know the boy. Okay, this is the sentence. The boy. Write this. I know the boy. The boy. Who is this boy? The boy. There is a question. Who is this boy? Because boy is a noun, and the noun is preceded by the definite article the. Naturally, there will be a question. Which boy? The boy. Come to this sentence and see. The boy said this. I know the boy. Boy is written, so this part is out. In place of this part, this is a noun. In place of this part, use a relative pronoun, that is who. So the sentence is now, who said this? Who said this? This is the part of the first sentence. Add this to this, add this part to this, and it will become, I know the boy who said this. Okay, a complex sentence. I know the boy who said this. And who said this is an adjective clause working here as an adjective of this noun boy. Anyway, your combined sentence is, I know the boy who said this. Next one, this is the school. I was taught here. Here, in place of here, write where and add this where at the beginning. So it will become where I was taught. And this one, this is the school. This is the school. As soon as and the school is said, immediately there is a question, which school, because the noun school is preceded by the definite article the. Naturally there is a question, which school, and this part where I was taught is the answer to this. For this, it is an adjective clause describing its antecedent or defining its antecedent. This is the school where I was taught. This is your combined sentence. Next one, he taught me a lesson. I cannot forget it so soon. What is it? I cannot forget it so soon. I cannot forget the lesson. Okay, see how to combine them. I cannot so soon forget the lesson. See this part, so soon. Change the place of this part. Okay, and it is placed just before forget. Here it was after forget. Now it is before forget. Why? I did this to take this part immediately before the relative clause or before the adjective clause. There is a rule that the antecedent should be placed before the relative clause or adjective clause. For this part so soon is replaced. Okay, now the combined sentence is, I cannot so soon forget the lesson. The lesson, which lesson? The lesson he taught me. Here a lesson is used. For this, in place of a lesson, use which. So the sentence is, I cannot so soon forget the lesson which he taught me. Okay, in this context you must remember one thing. Come to the first sentence and see note the point. See the point that he taught me a lesson. This lesson is an object. Why? This is the verb. Question this verb with what, and this one will come as an answer. So when a verb is questioned with what and whom, what and whom, the answer we get is the object to the verb. So here a lesson is the answer. So a lesson is the object to the verb taught. So a lesson is the object. So for this lesson, which is used, so which is the object. So which here is the object of this clause, which he taught me. When this is the case, when this is a relative pronoun, when the relative pronoun is the object of the relative clause, drop this relative pronoun. This relative pronoun is dropped. Generally it is understood. Understood means it is there, but it is not physically written. So your combined sentence is like this. I cannot so soon forget the lesson he taught me. See here, which is not written, which is dropped here. But you must know, if by chance you write this in the examination hall, your answer is correct. Your answer will be evaluated as a correct answer. So your combined form is, I cannot so soon forget the lesson which he taught me, or I cannot so soon forget the lesson he taught me. Okay. Now come here. This is the third element that is used to combine the two or more simple sentences into a single complex sentence. This is originally part 10 of the lesson series joining of sentences for the students of West Bengal board and the ICSE board. Okay, an adverb clause. You know, an adverb clause is used in a sentence and to indicate time, place, manner, cause, effect, condition, concession, comparison, and purpose in 9 ways. Okay, so we'll see how an adverb clause is used to express all these things, time, place, manner, all the things. Okay, to join the given two sentences, two or more sentences into a complex sentence. Now see the example. It rains, they dance at that time. At that time means at the time of rain. So this is actually expressing the time. So write this first. They dance. This is the principal clause. They dance when it rains. Okay, they dance when it rains. So you may write this way. They dance. Okay, when it rains. See, they dance when it rains. This is your combined sentence. Now, they dance when it rains. When it rains is the adverb clause. This adverb clause is used at the end of this sentence, but instead of writing this at the end of the sentence, you may write it at the beginning like this. When it rains, they dance. So if you use the adverb clause at the beginning, don't forget to use this comma. So your combined sentence is when it rains, they dance, or they dance when it rains. Okay. Now next example. You are at some place. Stay there. There means where? There means where? There means where? Where means here. Where you are at some place. If you get this type of phrase at the time of joining in a sentence, change this type of phrase into where. So the sentence is now where you are. Use where you are in place of this and you will get your combined sentence. Now see, stay where you are. This is your combined sentence. Okay. Now the next example. He eats. He seems to be mad. He eats how? This one, he seems to be mad, as if he were mad. This sentence, he seems to be mad, is expressing the manner of his eating. For this, it is an adverb clause. Use this adverb clause now here to join these two sentences. See, he eats as if he were mad. This is the adverb clause, okay, expressing manner. If you get this type of sentences, combine the sentences this way. He eats as if he were mad. Okay. Next one. He is ill. He cannot go to school. Okay. He is ill. This is the cause, and he cannot go to school. This is the effect. So, cause, you may write this. As he is ill, he cannot go to school. Okay. Or you may write this part at the beginning. He cannot go to school as he is ill. So remember, again I am saying, if you use the adverb clause at the beginning, don't forget to use the comma after this. And if you use this at the end, no need of using this comma. Okay. Now go to the next example. He is very weak. He cannot walk. When this type of very weak, this type of sentence is put as a part of a complex sentence, turn very into so. So it became, he is so weak. He is so weak. What happened? That he cannot walk. This is the effect, right? That he cannot walk. So your combined sentence is, he is so weak that he cannot walk. This is an adverb clause expressing an effect. So okay. Next one. You must go there. You will get it then. Then means in that case. In that case, that means you must go there. You will get it. This is the principal clause. So you will get it. Okay. In which condition? If you go there. So if you go there is an adverb clause. expressing the condition. So you may write this way also. You will get it if you go there without comma, and if you go there this part at the beginning, don't forget to use this comma. Okay. Now this example, he is ill, he will go to school. See, he is ill and it is natural for him that he will not go to school, but here it is given that he will go to school. So it is a contrast, a contradictory things. For this is called a concession. When you get this type of contrast, use this though. So though he is ill, okay, though he is ill, he will go to school. This is a complex sentence. Though he is ill, he will go to school. This is concessional adverb clause. You may combine this also this way. I told you 2 times 3 times that he will go to school though he is ill. Though he is an adverb clause written at the end, so there is no comma in between, but it is written at the beginning. For this comma is used. Okay. Now next example, this example, he is a good boy, no other boy is so good. 2 sentences, it is clear that it indicates a comparison, so write it. No explanation is necessary here. Write this way. No other boy is so good as he is. This is an adverb clause. So your combined form is no other boy is so good as he is. Is written with it and the bracket, e is generally dropped. It is written this way. No other boy is so good as he. As he means, always remember, as he means he is. Next one. He comes here. He wants to get my help. He comes here. Why? So that, what is the purpose? He comes here. I have written, this is a principal clause. He comes here. Why? So that he may get my help. This is the purpose. So it is an adverb clause. You may turn it into an adverb clause expressing reason. In that case, you have to write this way. He comes here because he wants to get my help. That is also an adverb clause. Only the nature of the function is getting changed. If you write because he wants to get my help, that is an adverb clause expressing the reason. And if you write he comes here so that he may get my help, it is also an adverb clause, but it is expressing the purpose. For this, it is an adverb clause. No problem if you write with because. If you combine the sentences with because, that is right, the combination is right. If you combine the sentences with so that, it is also right. So your combined form here is that he comes here so that he may get my help. Okay, with this, section C comes to an end. Revise it well again and again before the examination. Section D, compound sentences. The ICSE students can combine the given sentences into a compound sentence also, on one condition, that the combined sentence must not have and, but, or so. Okay. Now see how 2 or more simple sentences can be combined into a compound sentence by using the following coordinating conjunctions. Okay. Number 1, as well as. This coordinating conjunction is used only for addition. See the examples, then your idea will be clear. Ram will come. His father will come. See, will come, this one, and will come, this one. These 2 are the same, but his father and Ram, these are different. Ram and his father are to be joined. See how they are joined here with the use of this coordinating conjunction. Ram as well as his father. Ram as well as his father will come. If you get this type of sentences, join the subjects this way, Ram as well as his father, instead of using and, because and is prohibited for you. Okay. Now the combined sentence is Ram as well as his father will come. Okay. Now see, another conjunction, either or. This is an alternative conjunction. Alternative means indicating the choice between two. For this, it is called alternative. See the example, then your idea will be clear. You may come, they may come. See, may come, may come. This and this are the same, but this one and this one are different. You have to choose this one or this one. The alternative between the two, the choice will be between this or this. Okay, now see the example. You, either you or they may come. Either you or they may come. If you get this type of sentences, join them this way. Okay, either you or they may come. Your combined sentence is this: either you or they may come. Take another example. See, number 2. You may go. You may stay. See, you, the same. The choice will be between may go, may stay, stay and go. The choice is between go or stay. So, see how they are combined here. You may, this part is the same in every sentence. So, write this. You may, this is the common part. You may either go or stay. Okay, either go or stay. This is the choice, either this or this. So, your combined sentence is you may either go or stay. Okay. Now, see another set of conjunction. This is called correlative also. Correlative. Now, see the example. It is also like either or. Either or plus not is neither nor. Okay, the same thing. See the example. You won't go. They won't go. See, won't go and won't go, these are the same. Only this one and this one are different. So the choice is between you and they. See how these two sentences are combined here. See the choice, neither you nor they will go. Will go because here is on, that means will not. Not is taken here. For this either became neither. Okay. So the combined sentence is neither you nor they will go. Never write won't go because not is taken here and here. Okay. Now the second example. You cannot go there. You cannot stay here. You cannot, the same part. So the choice will be between go there or stay here. So use neither nor between go there and stay here. See the combination. You can, this is the same. For this it is written here common part. You can neither go there nor stay here. You can neither go there nor stay here. This is your combined sentence combination. Okay. Now next one, or. You know or. See the example, then you can understand. You can go there, you can stay here. That means you can either go there or stay here. You can use here either or. Or instead of either or, you can use or also. See how. You can go there or you can stay here. You may combine the sentences this way or this way. You can go there or stay here. Okay. You can go there or you can stay here. Or you may do this way. You can go there or stay here. Okay. Now see this one. Otherwise, see the example, then you can understand the choice. You must get ready now. You must get ready now, or you will miss the train. Either you do this or you have to do this. Okay, the choice is between this and this. And see how these two sentences are combined here. You must get ready now. Okay, otherwise you will miss the train. This is your combined sentence. Again, see one time. You must get ready now. Okay, see here the semicolon. Otherwise you will miss the train. So if you get this type of sentences in your exam hall, combine the sentences this way. You must get ready now, semicolon. Otherwise you will miss the train. Okay. Now see another set of coordinating conjunctions. These are called adversative conjunction. Adversative coordinating conjunction. Yet, still, but. But you can't use but, you know. It is prohibited for you. So use yet and still. Yet or still. The same meaning. See the example. He is sick. He will go to school. Adversative means opposite ideas. Opposite. See, he is sick. Natural thing is that he will not go to school. But here the opposite thing, that he is sick, he will go to school. If you get this type of sentences, combine the sentences this way. See, he is sick, semicolon, yet or still he will go to school. This way you can combine. Okay. So your combined sentence is he is sick, yet or still he will go to school. See the next example. Nevertheless, the same meaning. See the same example I have taken. He is sick. He will go to school. Okay. So he is sick, yet still, nevertheless, the same meaning. He will go to school. So your combined sentence is he is sick, nevertheless he will go to school. Still he will go to school. Yet he will go to school. Okay. See another coordinating conjunction. However. Okay. See the example. He is sick. Same example. He is sick. He will go to school. The same example. Same two sentences. And see the combination. He is sick. However, still, yet, nevertheless, he will go to school. Okay, so your combined sentence is here. He is sick. However, he will go to school. So, he is sick. He will go to school. These two sentences can be combined this way by using either yet or still, or by using nevertheless this way, or by using however this way. Okay, these three ways. This is another one, is indicating the same opposite ideas, contrast. See the example, then your idea will be clarified. See, you are weak. You are weak. Your brother is strong. See, opposite idea, weak and strong. Okay, opposite idea, contrast. See how these two sentences are combined here. You are weak, while or whereas your brother is strong. So your combined sentence may be like this. You are weak while your brother is strong, or you are weak whereas your brother is strong. Okay. Another coordinating conjunction only. See the example. You may do that, but you must not shout. You may do that, but you must not shout. But you cannot use but. But is not allowed for you. So you may use this. See, You may do that. You may do that. Only do not shout. You may do that. Only do not shout. This is your combined sentence. Okay. Now this one. Therefore or consequently, illative, indicating the decision, the conclusion. See the examples, then your idea will be clarified. You are sick, so you will not go there. You will not go to school. You will not do that. This type of sentences. Okay. Now see how these two sentences are combined. See, you are sick. Okay. Therefore, you will not go there. You are sick. Therefore, you will not go there. This is your combined sentence. And this one, he was not reading. He failed. He was not reading. And the consequence is, the result is, he failed. So these two sentences can be combined this way. He was not reading. So consequently, therefore, he failed. Okay. He failed. So in this way, two sentences can be combined into a compound sentence without using and, but, or so. Without using and, but, or so. Okay. Okay, students, with this lesson, our ongoing topic, joining of sentences for the students of West Bengal Board and the ICSE Board, finally and formally comes to an end. So watch the videos again and again, learn them well and enjoy yourselves. I'll soon come back with a new lesson, maybe with a new series of lessons. So stay attached, stay tuned. Share the videos with your friends and classmates. If you want to get the lessons automatically and regularly in your own mobile and computer, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. Thank you for your patience and long participation. See you soon.